Hello, my name is Riya and I am a certified clinical trauma professional. In my videos, I address some common questions about mental health which are generally inquired by most of my clients. Today's question is about dealing with negative thoughts. I have made a couple of other videos about that as well. You can check it out. So the question is, I understand that it's my negative thoughts that make me feel worried, scared, sad, or stressed out. No matter how hard I try, I can't shut off my mind and think positively. What is wrong with me? So first of all, I want to reassure you that there is nothing wrong with you. If you are diagnosed with some specific disorder, then it requires specific treatment. But generally, it is a normal response, and thinking negatively is actually rooted in our brain. It is wired like that. So let us dive into science behind this. Number one thing to understand is brain's negativity bias. Our brains have something called negativity bias, which means we are more likely to focus on and remember negative experiences and thoughts rather than positive ones. This bias developed as survival mechanism. Remember how our ancestors used to live in wild and they need to be constantly alert to dangers, predators, threats from their environment. If they would have ignored a potential threat, the consequences could have been life-threatening. So our brains are evolved to prioritize negative information to keep us safe. In today's world, we don't face the same physical dangers, but our brains still operate with the same negativity bias. That's why when you have a negative thought, it may feel overwhelming and hard to shake off. It's just so tight in there. But it's not that you're doing something wrong. It is that your brain is doing its job a bit too well. Is trying to protect you. Second thing to understand is the cycle of negative thoughts. So when you have a negative thought, it creates emotional response such as fear, sadness, or stress. This emotion in turn can trigger more negative thoughts, creating a cycle that is hard to break. For example, imagine you are worried about upcoming presentation at work. So you might think, what if I mess up? This thought will make you anxious, and then you might start thinking, I always mess up, which increase your anxiety even more. So our brain is like a computer which work on autopilot most of the time. Our brains are already wired to overanalyze, overthink, and make sure everything go well and things stay under our control. So it automatically starts these cycles of negative thoughts over any new topic or anything ongoing which it considers challenging, whether it's a person, a situation, or a chore. Due to these repetitive negative cycles, slowly mind develops sensitivity about those topics, people, and situations. So whenever person get triggered, being in touch of those situations, their body also display intense emotions and other physical manifestations, and person end up overreacting and mishandling of situation. Hopefully by now you can recognize that it all starts from a single thought, which keep growing with those cycles. All of this happened so fast that a person end up going with the flow of overreactions, which turn into experiencing negative consequences inside the body and external world. So, why trying to shut off your mind does not work? Trying to forcefully shut off negative thoughts can actually make them more persistent. This is because when you are trying to suppress a thought, your brain actually is even more fearful and he keeps checking more if you have taken all precautionary measures or not. So it's like you will be telling yourself, don't think about a pink elephant, don't think about this, don't think about that. The more you try not to think, the more it pops up into your mind. What you can do instead is two things. Number one, mindfulness. Number two, cognitive restructuring. So instead of trying to shut off your mind, a more effective approach is change how you relate to your thoughts. So I will teach you how to do both of these practices when you are struggling with emotional thoughts. Number one is, as I said, mindfulness practices, which involve observing your thoughts without judgment. So when a negative thought arises, instead of trying to push it away, acknowledge it. Okay, I'm feeling worried about my presentation. Then gently bring your focus back to the present moment. It could be your breathing, it could be task at your hand, it could be your surroundings. So negative thinking is predicting a terrible consequence in the future. We don't want to go in future. We want to remain in present. We want to take care of situation in present. Before we take care of situation, we have to take care of ourselves in this moment. Only a grounded mind can think of solutions and new game plan. I'm not sure if you know this or not, athletes are always warned not to get angry while playing. Why? Because the moment they feel anger, they will lose grounding, focus, and attention. So practice mindfulness all the time. Experience the life instead of just living it. Over a period of time, mindfulness can help you reduce the intensity of negative thoughts because you are not feeding them with more anxiety or stress. Second technique is cognitive restructuring. This technique involves challenging and reframing your negative thoughts. For instance, if you catch yourself thinking, I always mess up, ask yourself, is that really true? Can I think of the times when I handled things well? So by questioning the validity of a negative thought, you can start to replace them with more balanced and realistic thought. Like all important things in life, you would need to practice this skill in writing. It's hard to think right away multiple positive statements in the moment. So make a list of your negative thoughts and challenge them one by one by writing a couple of different replacement thoughts or real life examples opposing that thought. I have one example from daily life. Let us say you are driving and someone cut you off in the traffic. Your immediate thought going to be, this driver is so reckless, I am so angry, people are such careless driver. So this thought is going to trigger a stress response. Now instead of letting this thought spiral, try applying mindfulness by taking a deep breath and noticing your tension. Then use cognitive restructuring. So now let us create some replacement thoughts about this negative thought. So one replacement thought can be, maybe this person is rushing because they have to pick up their kids from daycare. Other thought can be, maybe they believe that they are a skilled driver and they can handle making such moves on the road. Maybe this is a new driver and they don't know how to be respectful towards other drivers on the road. Or you may be able to recall that, oh, I used to drive like that at one point in my life. Or you may even become more grounded and think that this person is gone already and I'm feeling angry about that, but that's not going to change his driving style or the situation, but it will continue to ruin my mood, that is for sure. So I believe you might already be able to feel and think differently hearing these restructured thoughts from me. You can shift your mood and energy by rearranging and replacing the negative thoughts. This shift happens instantly and it can help you feel more calm and more in control of yourself. My closing thoughts are, you are not alone in experiencing negative thoughts, and there is nothing inherently wrong with you having them. It's a natural part of being human, and our brain is habitual of thinking like this. So by understanding how brain work and using these specific strategies, these two of these which I talked today, these are just two and there are many more, but with regular practice of just these two, you can effectively bring more balance in your life and you can detour from a negative thought to a rational one or practical one or being positive. So it's about journey, not the destination. As you practice this more, you would find you becoming more resilient and having a grounded mindset. There is a free workbook with my video. Many clients find it helpful. You are also welcome to use it. I would also love to hear your thoughts, opinions, and feedback. Please feel free to ask if you have any questions or topic you want to have better understanding. While writing your question, please protect your privacy. I will address your topic, your question in my future videos, and I will put it together in a manner so that the concept and required skill can be discussed and it is helpful for everyone. So I hope you find this video helpful. If you did, I would love you to like and subscribe. By doing this, you will spread the mental health related information to others. People are struggling, and the sad part is they are struggling alone. So please feel free to share this video with others who can benefit from this. I will talk to you in my next video. Bye for now. Take care.